Hamza Knanash are getting concerned.
Yes,
The rebbe also is an alter rebbe. Aber mir ist alter rebbe.
Which camp? You in Parksville or somewhere else? Montreal. Parksville, the garden, the camper. I didn't get that time. I didn't get that time. You see the rubber? I didn't bring the process.
Was is the taking God makes to stick in low it? Thanks. So all of day I go to this put the links in the disco. We have such a makes and go to the old. I have done my own put the disco for the dates and so they don't play in the dog for there. Now the base of the game, I'm glad I can. Okay, so the top 80 bringt da raus, the English Punkt, wenn es 18, wenn es also für die Not. Ich denke, dass der Weg in den Gott. Der Rebbe, die kommen 18 Gruppe von einer Meile, wie jedes Essen war. Aber es war Portet, Vater, Fleiß und war, ich bin ein Schosserbau. Wenn man wird gewähnt, es wird umgehört. Aufpacken, alles für die Mauer. Und dann Schosserbau, oh, wer schwache der Sohn. Ich spiele noch die Akkord, so die Mauer, was nicht genug tut. Famous Lord.
The Yitzchak came to get smicha for the time biscuit. The time biscuit I had it very, very strong. Did a good job of hurting him. And part of the faher wasn't just the faher in the day. It was a general faher, and also part of the faher was you had to camp, you had to ask the practical trials. You had to actually sit down and see practical questions come before the best and answer. One of the questions was that it came before the time biscuit was that it was Sukkot, it was Shabbos and Sukkot, and the question was, they didn't make Eid Hasedis, or do they have to make Eid Hasedis? That was the question. All the people were using the yard, carrying from their apartments into the yard. They had a yard, they were all carrying from their apartments into the yard, and that was they have to make Eid Hasedis. They didn't make it. They carried. So he said, the levik said, the answer right away, Chaim turned to him and asked him to answer the question. The answer right away, he said that the sukkah alone is ma'adav. The sukkah alone is an eidav. Because what's the idea of eidav? Eidav is that since everybody lives in their own apartment and everyone is using the yard, even though technically the yard is in the Shus Yachid because it's surrounded by a fence that's 10 feet tall, but it looks like an Shus because everybody's using it. Therefore, it looks like an Shus. So what you have to do is you have to make that everybody lives, so to speak, in the same home. How? By taking, everybody puts bread, and they put all the bread in one spot in one of the homes, and therefore it becomes like everybody lives in one home. So then the yard becomes a Rishus HaYachid, because the yard is serving, so to speak, one home. And that is accomplished by the sukkah, because the sukkah, everybody's eating in the same place, and the sukkah is their home for all 7 days. So therefore, everyone lives in the same home. Everyone lives in the sukkah. And therefore, so the Rishus HaYachid, it's a private home, so to speak. It's a private yard. And this was one of the impressive moments of Chaim. Was extremely impressed by the brilliance But Rabbi Yitzchak, he answered spontaneously, so sharp and so accurate. Later on, somebody wrote into the rebbe that they actually found this answer in one of the early Chuvas. They found this answer. Rabbi Gabriel Sinner wrote into the rebbe that he found this answer. But he wrote into the rebbe that he found. He alone says the story. He found it. So the rebbe told him that the Kunz was not to find it. The Kunz came up with it like that. The levik in one shot came up with it. You didn't have to look in Chuvas to find it spontaneously. He answered.
It's famous in Lubavitch, or it's famous at a lot of Joseph?
All time is on the store,
Products, money. Customers are not coming. It's the rebbe. I could be here, whatever. Like the last just customers. Newspaper. Maybe a father customers. The black native. The son couldn't stand when your father said villains. They sent the customers to the store. You're reading this way. You're reading.
It's Kaddish. In her diary, in her match, was great. Shows her level who she was. That she's kind of, she can't believe herself how she was able to live with such a great person.
She was about to do so much for her. You know what I'm saying?
Distillation. Left it there, and he was still crying. With his scratches. The biggest crying. But he said, she says that the levik was in Chile, but there he also was easy. He wanted to write on this Chassidus, he wanted to say Chassidus, he wanted to, and there's nothing that someone knows to tell it to, or to say to, and everything to be,
He felt empty.
they felt it,
Oh,
you know,
so I'm going to fish there plates.
please.
it's too much items for the camera, man.
I'm not trying to see everything.
That's how long you stay.
At 11 o'clock, like about an hour before Chatzos, when the streets were empty, there was a knock on the Yitzchak's door. And usually when there was a knock on the door, they expected trouble. Because that's the way it was then, in Stalin's Russia. The knock on the door meant you're about to be taken away by the Kegebe, or the Enkebede, or the Chika, or the Cheka, whatever the fancy names they had. But they opened the door, and what was standing over there was actually a Jew. And he asked if there's anybody else in the house besides Yitzchak. And they said, no, it's just me and my wife. And he said like this. He said that my daughter is getting married tonight with a young guy who's a communist. My daughter is also communist. They're both communists, and they're both high-ranking members in the Communist Party. I begged them that they should do chuppah and kiddushin. And eventually they agreed. But they were very scared that if they do this religious ceremony, it's going to be the end of their career. Not just that, but if you're a high-ranking member and you do something against the government, it's much worse than a regular person. You end up in much bigger trouble. So they're not just afraid of losing their jobs, they're afraid of being arrested and being tortured or whatever.